Okay. So after it, we learn about this. What are the three ways using it? We can write the JavaScript code with HTML. There are three ways. First one is inline JavaScript. That is, second one is internal, and the third one is external JavaScript. Directly in inline, you can write the JavaScript code, or using the script tag, you can write the JavaScript code, or you can use the external JavaScript file also. You just have to use this script tag, and here inside it you have to give the path of that particular file. Path of file. Okay. So after it, this one is like the preferred way, right? You writing the code in external JavaScript is a preferred way. Why it is preferred? Like it is not combining, it is not mixing the HTML code with JavaScript code. So that's why it is good to use this external JavaScript way. Then we learn about the what are the ways using it we can show the output. Okay, like in Python we use the print keyword. Like in any other different languages we use some different ways are there to see the output. But here in JavaScript we use the console.log. When we use this console.log, you will get the output in the console of your browser. And when you use this document.write, you can see the output in your blank page, like in your website only directly. But this one is not preferred. Okay, so then we'll start this variable concept. Variable is just like a container. Using it, you can store any kind of data, any kind of value. Like you can store your name, age, anything, whatever the thing you want to store, you can store it. To create a variable, we must have to follow the proper syntax. What is syntax? Syntax is just like a method or formula, you can say. In mathematics, how we follow the perfect formula. So syntax is just like that only. You must have to follow the syntax properly. So now to create any variable, you must have to give the keyword. We have three keywords, right? You can give let, or you can give var, or you can give const. I will tell you the difference between each keyword. But to create any variable, you must have to give the variable like the keyword from here among these three. So after that, you have to give the name of your variable. And while giving the name of your variable, you must have to make sure you are not starting the name of your variable by any number. It is not valid. Okay. If you are giving number then alphabet, it is not valid. But when you give some alphabet and then you are giving number, it is valid. Okay. So here I am creating one variable. This is my name of my variable, and then here I am giving the value inside it. Okay, then I am giving my name Fatima. Right, so when I am doing the console, means I want to show the output. So for that purpose, instead of writing this Fatima name here, just I have to call this variable. To call this variable, just I have to type this name. It will recommend you here. Okay. Now it will show you in the console. Let me go live. Okay, it is doing perfectly. Now let's see the difference between why we use this var, let and const. What is the difference? What is the actual difference? First of all, I will tell you what is declaration and what is initialization. See, when you create a variable without giving any value, see, now I create a variable. I am not giving any value. Means I am declaring, I am telling my system, I am telling my browser to the JavaScript, I am just declaring a variable. Now I am going to create like this. This is nothing but your declaration. Okay. That is your declaration. But when you give actual value inside this variable, like I am giving value now. So this is called it as what? Initialization. Okay, that is known as your initialization. Like when we do all these two things together like this, let name 1 equals to doubles. Okay, so here we are doing the both things together, that is your declaration and initialization, declaration and initialization. Okay, so what does it mean? But when you are telling to your JavaScript, you are going to create a variable that is called it as what declaration. But at the time of giving some value, actual value inside to that, that is called it as what initialization. If you are doing the two things together, that is called it as what declaration and initialization. Sometimes we use this only declaration, and after some writing some code we use it, we give the initialization. So that's why we must have to know what is declaration and what is initialization. You can only declare it, after some time you can give some value inside it. Okay, now we are discussing about what is this let. We have three ways, right? We have three keywords, that is let, var and const. So what is the actual difference between this each? So the difference between this each, I will first tell you the difference of var. When we create a variable using the var keyword, suppose I am creating a variable using this var keyword. First of all, we can edit this. We can create the same variable using the same variable name. Suppose I am using this var name and I am giving the name. Okay, it is working, right? Using let also we can do it like same way. Suppose I am doing the same thing again and I am using the same name here and I am giving the different value. See, it is working perfectly. Here I am using the same names. The variable name is same. Suppose I am giving 1 here. Okay, here also I am giving 1. See, this is name 1, this is name 1 is same, but still it is working fine without giving any kind of error. But in the case of let, it will show you some kind of error. You can't define it like this. Anyone wants to ask me anything?
No, I didn't understand.
Okay.
Name one, that portion I must understand.
Yeah, sure. Srisha, can you please mute yourself? You want to ask me anything?
No, just now I joined, so it is unmute.
Okay, okay, fine. Sir, you want to ask me anything?
Yes, ma'am. Why we are writing name one time, two times?
I will tell you the difference. For that purpose, I will using this name 2 times. What I am trying to explain you here is when we use this var keyword, we can give the same variable name 2 times. I am trying to say this thing. When we use this var keyword, I can give the same variable name 2 times or 3 times also we can use it. Okay, like suppose I am using this again. So it is not giving me any kind of error, right? But suppose instead of using this var, when I am using this let keyword, see it is giving me error. Why it is giving me error? When we use this let keyword, you can't use the same variable name multiple times. Getting my point? In some scenarios, we rarely use this var keyword, but still there is some, the use case is there. We must have to use the same variable name. But var give you this flexibility, you can use the same variable name multiple times. But let will not give you this flexibility. Okay, here you can see, here this is showing this red mark. It means it is throwing some kind of error, right? It is not proper. It is trying to say this is not proper. You write the incorrect code. It is want to display that thing. So suppose and when I give this var, it is not showing any kind of error. When I console this, see when I console it and I am taking this name one, let me show you the output. Which output it will display you. See, it is showing me this ft. Why it is showing me this ft? This one is the last one. Okay. Previously your value is Fatima, then second you change it to Tabassum, then again you change it to ft. So that is why the last updated value it is displaying you. Right. So what I am trying to tell you, what is the point here is, in the var you can use the variable name multiple times. Okay, but in the case of let, you can't use the variable name multiple times. See, it is showing the error. Here also in the output it will show you some kind of error. See, it is showing the error. Uncount syntax error. Name has already been declared. Okay, so this is the difference between this var and let. And the one more difference between var and let here is, when we give the variable name var. Okay, and first of all I am removing this. In var you can change the variable value. See, this is your declaration and initialization. You can initialize it, reinitialize it also. So name, like I am changing it, I am giving Tabassum. Okay, so you can do the initialization, means you can update it, update the value. Okay, this will work in your let also. It will not throw any kind of error. See, it will work fine. So when you use this var keyword, when you do the var keyword, you can create, you are again creating one more variable with this name. It is allowed in this var keyword, with this var keyword, but it is not allowed in with let keyword. Okay, but in the case of let, you can initialize it again. See, we can initialize it. It is not giving any kind of error, but we can't create a same variable name multiple times using this let. Any doubt in this let and var?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
What about others? Want to ask me anything?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So we have one more keyword. As I told you, we have const also. Like by its name also, you can understand it is constant. Means you can't change its value. See, in the case of letter, even you at least you can change the value at least. Right? At least you can change the value. But when we use this const keyword, means it is constant. It is fixed. You can't change the value. Even you can't change the value like this. Let me show you. It is still here. It is not showing any kind of error. Let's see it here. See, it is showing error here. It is telling assignment to constant variable. It is not allowed. So that is why it is showing this kind of error. Means what? In the case of const keyword, you can't even update. You can't even edit the value of a variable. So this is the difference between const, let, and var. So there are some more differences are there, like const and let are is a block level variable. Const and let is your block level variable, and var is your function level variable. We will learn about this. What is function level? What is block level? So no need to be worried. But here now you don't know about function, so now you will not understand it clearly. So that is why I am skipping it. But when we learn the functions, what is function, then I will cover it. What is block level element? What is block variable? What is like function level? So after it we have this. Okay, comes to what is data type. Okay, what is data type means we are giving what is the value of your variable. Data type define the kind of value a variable can hold. Data type can be a string, number, like boolean also, undefined, null, big in it. Okay, what is data type means we are telling which kind of data a variable can hold. Here in JavaScript, you don't have to mention which kind of data this variable is holding. Like previously in Java or in C++, we must have to tell this variable contains integer data type or string data type. But in the case of JavaScript, we don't have to tell it like this. See, what is data type here? Like here I am giving number. Like number I am giving 23. So this JavaScript will automatically identifies, means understand it. This is a number by just seeing its value. Okay, a variable can store string also. To give string, you must have to give the string in double quotes, or you can give the string in single quotes also. Okay, and we can store something in, like in variable we can store booleans also. Okay, is raining, we can hold like true false also. So this is your boolean. And apart from this we can we can give some integers number also, like marks I'm giving here 35.5. Okay, like this kind of numbers also we can store in a variable, like or big numbers also we can store in a variable. First we can store any kind of string. To store a string we just have to give it in a single quotes or double quotes, or we can give numbers, any kind of numbers, like it will can be a single digit, or it can be in float also, like in decimals. Or we can add give the booleans also, like true false, this kind of things, this kind of values also we can store inside a variable. Or undefined means you are, if you are giving, like you are just declaring a variable, its by default value is undefined. Suppose like here, let me remove it, and here I am using let marks. Okay, now I am trying to console it. See, it is showing undefined. What does it mean? Like if you are not giving any value to a variable, so its by default value is undefined. Okay, if you are not giving any value to a variable, its by default value is undefined. Okay, and we have null also. What does the meaning of null? Like you are saying in a max also, you can let assume a equals to 0. Like when you do the like polynomial, let x equals to 1, let x equals to 2, right? Like this you assume. So when you give let x equals to 0, instead of giving 0 here, you can give null. Okay, let x equals to, I am giving null. So what does it mean? You are telling this x is empty. This x contains nothing. I'm trying to say it like this. So when I'm consoling it, okay, it is showing null now. Getting my point? Any doubt till here? What is data type?
Either number or boolean or text or
Yes.
reserved space.
Yes. A variable can store any kind of data. It can be string, like any kind any string, like you can give any lengthy string also, paragraph also, you can store inside a variable. You can store numbers, you can store booleans, you can store undefined. Undefined is nothing but you are not giving any value, you are just declaring it. So by default it will be considered as undefined. Then we have null. Null, like you are saying it as a empty or 0, no value. Okay, that is your null. Then we have big in it, that is you can give the largest number inside a variable. You can store the largest number also. Okay, so these are the way. Okay, anyone want to ask me, like? Okay, so any doubt in data type? Okay guys, so in data type we have two types. First one is primitive data type and the second one is non-primitive data types. Okay, so the difference between primitive and non-primitive is primitive are like the simple one, like string, storing string inside a variable is a simple thing, right? We can store numbers, boolean. These are the primitive data types, and we have some more data types. We can store array, we can store functions, we can store objects also. We will learn about what is array, object and functions. Just primitive data type means we can store a single value. See, when I am saying like this, let name equals to Fatima. So it is a single value, right? This is a one single name. If I want to add one more name here like this, suppose your name Harish. If I want to add Harish here, okay, after it, if I want to add Krish here, okay, I am not able to store it. See, it is showing me some kind of error. So what does it mean? A variable, a primitive data type can store a single value at a time. See, it can able to store a single value at a time. Suppose in the age also you can observe. If I am storing it like this 23, if I want to store some more students like ages, I want to store 20. Like I am not able to store it. Why? Because a primitive data type can store a single value at a time. To overcome this issue, we have non-primitive data type. In non-primitive data type, we have array, we have object, we have functions. Let me show you this. This thing we will learn in detail. But as for the example, I am telling you about the array. Let's suppose I am creating an array of student. When we use this student inside this square brackets, then you can give multiple names here. See, now it is not giving me any kind of error. Right, it is not giving me any kind of error now. Why? Because it becomes array now. How it becomes array? When I give these values inside this square brackets, now it becomes one array. So that is why this is your non-primitive data type. You can give multiple values inside one single variable. This is your single variable, one variable only. You can give multiple values inside it. Now when I console it, see. See, it is showing me all the names. So array is nothing but you can give the different values inside a one variable, and not only string, you can give numbers also inside a one variable. Like I am giving like 23, 20, 18, 19. Okay. See, it is not showing any kind of error. Okay, so what is variable? Variable can hold, can store multiple different data types values. Okay, inside a variable you can store string, you can store numbers, you can store booleans also, like you can store true false also. Okay, and you have big init numbers also, like floating numbers also you have. Okay, you can store this kind of data inside a variable. Okay, similarly we have objects also. In object you can store the data in a key value pair, and in object you can store array also, and inside array you can store object also. Okay, this is your non-primitive data type. This is your mutable. Mutable means you can change it. But in the case of this primitive data type, this is your immutable data type. Means you can't change it. Okay, let's see what is mutable, what is immutable. We can discuss this. Okay, in this string also I am giving one example. First of all, I am removing this. I am giving let name equals to Fatima. Okay, we just have to know the methods of it, but still I am saying, suppose I want to change this like this T, instead of this T I want to give some different alphabet. So here you have to give index. If you guys know about index, you will able to understand it, but anyhow we will learn about this mutable, immutable in our next classes. Okay, like this is your starting classes. You guys are not able to understand what are the methods of string, but still the guys who knows it, like I am giving the index number here. In string or in array, the indexing starts from 0. Like how we are giving the numbers, like serial numbers, we give the serial numbers like 1, then we give the name of our student, like then we give the serial number as 2. then again the name of my student. Like we give some serial numbers, right? So this is how your serial numbers. In your programming language also they give some serial numbers. But the number starts from 0. Instead of starting from 1, they start that number from 0. Like this kind of, like in this line of code, it starts from 1, right? So here it starts from 0. So F, uh, so it divides the number, it gives the numbering. For F, it gives 0. And for A, it gives 1. And for T, it gives 2. Okay, like this, it is giving the numbering. So now I want to target this second this A, I want to target it. So for that purpose I have to give its index number, that is 1. Are you able to understand what is indexing, what is index number?
Why we do indexing?
Yeah, see why we are doing the indexing. We are not doing indexing. JavaScript automatically understand, by default it is giving the indexing. See, when we are writing the code for better understanding, this VS code giving this numbers. This is one number, line number 1, line number 2, like this. It is giving the indexing, right? So for that, by JavaScript by default gives some indexing to its string or to its array. Okay, so that's why this F stands for 0, this A have the index number as 1. Okay, it is good for us. Why JavaScript giving this indexing index number? It is better for us only. When we are having this line number, it is good for us, right? We can easily say it, in this line number 9 there is some error, so it is good for us only. So we are using this index number only. You can do the some changes also inside it. So instead of giving this A, I want to change it. I want to give some different alphabet here. I want to give T. Okay. So it must look like this now, right? F T T I M A. Right. Now I change it. So, but when I trying to console it, see, let me show you here. I think that is your const. Okay, that is your let only. Let me give var.
Actually, uh, um, I commented
Yeah,
the
yeah.
line you created.
Thanks, Chris. That is the comment is not proper, so that is why it is giving that error. Okay. See, still it is showing me this Fatima. Why? Just now I changed this. Instead of I replaced this A with T, but still this name showing me Fatima only. Let me show you here. Suppose if I am storing this inside a name 1. Okay. Now I am trying to console it. Still it will not give you properly, right? Let me show you. Still, I will try to display this. It is only showing this T. Right? But when we give it like this, it must replace it here. It is not replacing. Why it is not replacing? Because this string is a primitive data type. In primitive data type, you can't update the value like this. Okay, we can't change it. It is immutable. So that is why it is trying to say that primitive data type is your immutable data type. You can't change it. And the one more thing is it is called by value. Like here also, here we are having one more example. When I am giving let a equals to 10. Okay. And I am creating one more variable, let b equals to a. Means I am assigning the value of a to this b. Right. Now b becomes what? Now b becomes 10 only. Now a and b is 10. So now what I am doing? Now I am saying b equals to 20. Okay. Thus the value of a also will be changed. Anyone? When
No,
I
ma'am, it
change
will.
the Right, can you tell me? Okay, I will tell you. When we do it like this, see, first of all, I give let a equals to 10, and then I am saying let a equals to b. Okay, no, let b equals to a. So I am creating a different variable that is b, and I am giving the value of b as a. So here it is doing like this, b equals to 10. So now here I am changing the b value. So after consoling it, see, I am consoling the b value here. So what does the b, like the a value also will be changed, like here I will console a comma b. Let me show you. See, it is showing you 10, 20. So what does it mean? When you are giving, like when you are assigning it like this, I am assigning b value as a, and then I am changing the value of b. Then a value will be not changed. Okay, this is a common sense, right? When I am changing the b value, how a value will be changed, right? But in the case of non-primitive data type, it will be changed. Okay, so the difference, what is the, it is actually doing here is the memory location is like it is getting the different memory location. When you create the variable a, it is getting the different memory location, and when you are creating a variable b and you are giving a value as a only, but its memory location is different. So that's why when you changing the value of b, it is not changing the value of a. Like you can assume it like this. Suppose, just try to understand it. It is a little tricky, I can understand. Like when I give you the access of this PDF, okay, edit access I am giving. Like I am sharing a link with you. Okay. So when you are doing some changes inside it, okay, doing the, okay, this one is not, okay, do it, like I'm not sharing the link. I'm directly sharing the PDF file to you. Okay, now you have the separate PDF file. Now I have the separate PDF file. If you are doing the some changes inside your PDF, the changes will not reflect to me, right? But the same thing if I am sharing the link of it, edit with edit access, if you are editing this file, that reflection will be visible to me also, right? That is your non-primitive data type. Okay, here we have, okay, yeah, here, call by reference. That is your non-primitive data type. Here I am showing you. Just give me a minute. Hello? Can you please call me after 10 minutes? I have a like class. Okay. Hello. Okay. Okay, guys. That's how we are talking about this non-primitive data type. See, as we know, array is your non-primitive data type. Now I am taking this example and I am putting this in here. See, inside this array, I give the variable name as ARR1. That is our array1. I'm changing it to array1. And inside it, I'm giving the values as 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I'm creating one more variable like how we create before, like a equals to 1, 2, 3 some values, and then we create the b, right? Similarly, I'm doing the same thing here also. Okay, here inside it, I'm saying the value of array2 is same as array1. Okay, now in this array2, I am pushing one more like element. I am pushing 4 inside it. You will learn about what is push. You don't need to be worried. We are just discussing about how it is like how it is changing its value. So when I am consoling it, okay. See, what I am doing in this line, I am adding 4 number also inside this array 1. Okay, inside this array 1, I am putting number 4. Till initially it is 1, 2, 3 only. Now I am pushing fourth number also inside it. Now when I'm consoling this one, this array 1, this and this array 2, this 4 number will be added to this array 2 also. See here I'm only adding 4 number inside this array 1 only, right? But still this 4 number will be added to your array 2 also. Why? Because as I told you, like in how we are using this share link, right? When I share the link of this PDF, if you do the changes will reflect to me also, right? That is what your memory address. We will get the same memory address. If you assign it like this, if you assign it like this, let array 2 is equal to array 1, means you are getting the same memory address. So that is why if you are doing the same, doing any changes in one of the any array, the changes will reflect to different array also. Getting my point? I will show you the output here. So it is showing 1, 2, 3, 4. When I am removing it, see, it is showing 1, 2, 3. It is showing 1, 2, 3 only. Now here in this line of code, I am adding the 4 number inside this array 1 only. Right? You can understand. You can see it. I am adding number 4 inside this one array only. First one only. But still it automatically showing this 4 number inside this array 2 also. Okay. Just try to understand what is primitive data type, what is non-primitive. In primitive data type, for the first thing is here in primitive we can store a single value and that is your immutable, means we can't change it. But in the case of non-primitive, we can store multiple values and we can change it also. Why we can change the non-primitive data type? Because here we are getting the same memory address. Okay, you are directly referring to that particular memory address. Okay, that is why if you are doing the changes in one variable, one array, the same changes will reflect to its respective different array. Okay, any doubt in this? What about others, guys, please?
No, ma'am.
Okay, just it is a like a good concept, right? How it is primitive, how it is mutable, how it is immutable. Okay, then we have some more thing. We have operators. What is operators? Like you can do some calculation, you can do some addition, subtraction, multiplication, all these things. Operator is nothing but are symbols or keywords that tells the JavaScript to perform some operation. Okay, on values. That called it as what? Operands. So here we are doing some operations. We are adding something. And similarly, we can do subtractions also. Like this, we have different operators. First one is we have arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators, like you guys know what is plus, minus, into, divide, all these things. Right? So let's see each one by one. I am taking let a equals to, I am taking, let's see, number equals to 10. Similarly, number 1, let's take. Okay, and here I am giving let number 2 equals to 5. Now I want to do addition, subtraction, all this thing. I am doing number 1 minus number 2. Okay, so how it will be do like this? 10 minus 5. It will do the subtraction like this. So let me show. First I will give the addition, then here I am giving like subtraction. Number 1 minus number 2. Let me show you the output. See, first it is adding the numbers 10 plus 5, 15, and then it is removing it. So it will directly do all the calculation by itself. Okay, you can do the multiplication also. So instead of giving minus here, I am giving multiplication. To give multiplication, we just have to use this star symbol. Okay, similarly, you can do division also inside it. Okay, for division, we just have to use this slash. just have to give this slash. So it will do the division like this, 10 divided by 5. So it will be 2, right? See, it is showing you 2. And we have some more like we can use modulus, right? It will show you the reminder. Suppose instead of giving this one, I am giving modulus, this percentage. It will show you the reminder as your output. What the reminder means, when you do 10 divided by 5. Here the reminder is what? 0, right? When you do 10 divided by 4, 4 2s are 8. Now the reminder, like suppose I am giving 3 now. 3 3s are 9. Now the reminder is 1. Okay, it will show you the reminder. So suppose instead of this 5, I am giving 3 now. See, it is showing you the reminder. When we divide the 10 divided, when we are dividing 10 by 3, it will show you the reminder when we use this modulus. Okay, and then we have this double star, means it will be in powers. Okay, like I am giving it like this, number 1 star star number 2. How it will be do like this? It will do it like 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3. Okay, let me show you the output. Okay, this is the 10 to 10 cube. What's the value of 10 cube? It is 1000. So it is showing the output. Then we have this plus plus, increment and decrement. In increment and decrement, we have two more things, that is post increment and pre increment. Post and pre in both increment and decrement. So let's see the difference here. In increment, we can do the pre increment or we can do the post increment. What is the meaning of pre increment? Means we are giving this plus plus before the variable. See, you can see it here. We are giving this plus plus before the name of my variable. So this is your pre-increment. So what it will do? It will increase the value, then it will use it. Here I am showing the output. First of all, let me remove this. Console.log. I am giving plus plus number 1. So initially it is 10. So when I do this plus plus, it will add 1 inside it, like this. It will do it like this, 10 plus 1. So it will be 11, right? So it is showing you the 11. But what happen if I give a post increment instead of giving this pre? Like see, this is your pre-increment, right? Why it is pre-increment? Because I give plus plus before the variable name. So this is your pre-increment. We are increasing is it previously only. So in the instead of that, I am using the post increment. Okay, just see the output. See, still it is showing you the 10 only. Why it is doing like this? As it is clearly written here, when you use this pre-increment, it increase the value first. Increase value first, then use it. Okay. In the case of post increment, use first, then increase the value. Okay. Suppose if I am doing the console one more time, CGL like number 1 I am doing. See here now it is showing you the 11. Okay, so this is the difference between this pre-increment and post-increment. When we give this plus plus before, it increase the number first. Okay, then when you use it, like you do the console, it will show you the properly. But in the case of this post-increment, when you do the console, it will not increase it. In the next time, it will increase. See. Okay, like in a variable we can't store it. We can store it, but like here in console directly we are using it. Here now that's why it is showing you like this only. In the first case it is showing only 10, then again we are using it. Now it becomes 10 plus 1. So this is your post increment. Similarly we have decrement also. What decrement will do? It will subtract it. Okay, it will subtract it. Let me show you the post decrement, pre-decrement first. I am giving minus minus here. So how it will work? It will do it like this: 10 minus 1. See, it is showing you the 9 here. Right here, below it also it is showing the 9. But instead of doing the pre-decrement, I am using post-decrement. Now it will not work like this. Here it will show 10 only. Now here it will show you 10 minus 1. Okay. So this is the difference between post increment, post and pre. Okay. Any doubt in this? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
We saw array object function. Array, I understand. Object, are we going to learn separately again?
Yeah, we are going to learn array also separately, but just to understand you the concept of that primitive, non-primitive, I just give the overview. Okay,
Okay.
in array we have lot more things. We will learn
Okay.
object and functions also in deep. Okay, guys. After this arithmetic operator, we have some different kind of operators. We have assignment operator also. Like in assignment operators, you are using this equal to symbol. You are using what? Equal to symbol in this assignment operator. Okay, let me show you. First of all, to create any variable, we use this equal to symbol. Okay, like you want to add some values. Like I will show you here. Like this is your number 1. This is your variable name. Inside it, we are giving the value as 10. Suppose this is your assignment. Means you are assigning some value inside it. So this is your assignment operator. Now I am using the assignment operator with plus. So here I am doing let plus equal to, like this. I am using the variable name, then I am giving the symbol, then I am giving the equal to. Let number 1, okay, not let number 1. Okay, directly let's console it. Yeah, number 1. No, yeah, let me see it. Yeah. Why it is, yeah, we are not having example. Okay, let me store it inside a, like, right, we can write it here. Number 1 plus equal to 5. Okay, so how it is working? See, it is doing it like this: 10 plus 5 means you are updating its number 1 value. This variable number 1 value. Let me give some different name here. Let me give A here. Okay, I'm updating its value. How I am updating its value? I am saying, I'm just first of all using the variable name. Then I am saying A plus equal to 5 means it will work it like this. We are telling whatever the value of A, to take it and add plus 5 inside it. Okay, now let me console it. CJ A. See, it is showing me the 15. Suppose if you add some more thing here, I am adding 30. Means how it will work? It will take A value. Okay, then it will add 30 inside it. Okay, like this it will work. Okay, so that is 10 plus 30. That is your 40. So similarly, we can use the minus operator also with this. So it will work it like this: 10 minus 30. Okay. Okay, it is working properly. 10 minus 30, that is your minus 20. Right. So we can do the same thing like right like this also. a equals to 10 minus 30 also we can do, but this is like a little long form. So instead of it, we are directly telling it like this: 10 minus equal to 10 minus equals to 30. So instead of writing it like this, 10 minus 30, like a minus 30, we are using this formula, like this shortcut way. We are using this assignment operator we are using. So similarly, you can use multiplication also with this. You can use it like I am giving this one. So it will do 10 multiplied by 30, that is your 300. Okay. Similarly, we can do like in division also we can use it, or you can use with modulus also. Let me show you. Here I am using this one. See, it is working fine. It is doing the division perfectly. Now let's see with modulus. See, it is also showing you the reminder. So this is the way using it you can do the assignment. Okay, first of all, we can to assign a value to a variable, we just normally use this one equal to. But to do some changes to that particular variable, you can use this shortcut way. That is, instead of giving like this x plus 3, this is a little long cut. Right? So that is why we are giving x plus equals to 3. Means it will do the addition like this. This is your assignment operators. Then we have comparison operators also. Okay, comparison operators are like we are comparing, we are doing the comparison. Let me remove it. First of all, I am using this console.log. Suppose I am telling you about this first one, that is your double equal to. Means I am checking this phi or this phi is same or not. It will give you the result in a boolean, either true or false. This comparison operator will give you the result in true or false format. I'm checking it like this: a equal to 10. Let's see it is true or false. See, it is showing you the true, right? But it is not same, right? This 10 is a number, this 10 is a string. How it can be same? So this the difference between this double equal to and triple equal to comes here. See, and now I'm giving the triple equal to. Now it is showing you with the false. So the difference between the double equal to and the triple equal to is, when you give the double equal to, it will check the value. This value or this value is same or not. It will check only the value, not the data type. Here in this case, the data type is number. Here in this case, the data type is your string. So when you give the double equal to, it will check only the value, not your data type. Okay, but when you give the triple equal to, it will check the value and it will check your data type also. So this is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to. Okay, any doubt in this double equal to and triple equal to?
No.
Anyone else? Okay. So this one is simple only. The double equal to will check the value only, but the triple equal to will check your data type also. Now let's see some more thing. We have some time. Like we have not equal to also. Okay, we are telling it is not equal to. Let's see from here we will see the remaining thing in our next class. So in this class we learn about, let's revise the things what we have covered in this class. In this class we learn about the variables, right? In variable we saw the difference between the var, let and const, right? What is the difference between var, let and const? We will see the what is block scope and what is function scope also. After completing the function we will see it, and then after it we learn about this data type. In data type we have two categories. First one is primitive data type and the second one is non-primitive data type. Primitive data type means they are simple and the basic. They can store only the single values. Okay, they can store only the single value, not the multiple values. Okay, they can store only the single values, and it is immutable, means you can't change it. Directly you can't change it. It is a fixed. If you give Fatima, like you can't change it. Means I'm not talking about the complete value. I'm talking about the first little alphabets. Like you can't change this I from J. Okay, you can't do the change. You can't do the replacement like this. Using a string, there are some ways, but still it will create the different memory. It will still create a different variable. If you do it like this, if you create a different variable, directly you can't do it. Directly you can't change it. Indirectly you can do it. Okay. When you want to change this I with J, you can do this thing, but you get the different memory location. We will discuss about this when we learn the string. Okay. Then we learn all these different data types, that is primitive data types. Then we learn about this non-primitive. In non-primitive, we have object, we have array, we have functions. This is your immutable, means this is your mutable, means you can easily change it. You can easily change it. And this is your call. Here we are discussing about the call by value and call by reference. Means when you do the assignment like this, if you change the value of B, the changes will not reflect in your A. Like how your PDF, how we are sharing the PDFs. They can download it and they can do the change. They can do the changes. The changes will not reflect to any other's PDF. But in the case of this call by reference, like it is, we are sharing the link, we are sharing the reference of this PDF. So if any one person do the changes will reflect to different persons also. Why? Because the memory location is same. Okay, here in this case the memory location is changed. So that's why if you are doing the changes in this first array 1, the changes will reflect in array 2 also. So this is your like call by reference. And then we learn about this operator. In this operator we have different operators are there. First one is arithmetic. We discuss all this operator. Then we learn about this increment and decrement, and after it we learn about this assignment operator. Okay, in our tomorrow's class we will see all these comparison operators, and then we learn about this logical operator. Okay, I will give you some like problems also. Like you guys know, logic building is really must. So when we covered some like topic concept, I will give you some problems or questions also, so that you can do it by yourself. So that's it now for today's session. Anyone having any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, guys. Okay, now I'm going to end our session. Thank you.